Welcome to FOH. This week, we've got the Quai d'Orsay Senadores. Ken, gorgeous looking Ellies. Sorry?
How do you spell that, sorry?
Senadores. S-E-N-A-D-O-R-E-S. Senadores.
Correct.
You haven't had one of these before, Ken. I've only had the one. It's the new wave of Habanos marketing. I just want to share a screen and show you what it looks like. Can you see that?
I can, yeah.
That's the packaging.
Righto, yeah, okay.
So you got the new fancy packaging, etc. there. Well, that's how all the LEs are now coming out.
I remember the days you could buy an LE.
You look appalled, don't you? Yeah?
Well, I can remember the days you bought an LE because they smoked, because of how they smoke, not fancy wackadoodle boxes and so forth. Still, is this the first Quai d'Orsay limited edition?
Oh, you've got me there. I think so.
I couldn't think of one, and I didn't check, but I thought I'd ask the font of all knowledge.
Yeah, I have no idea, but I don't care. I just sell them.
Professional to the end.
Plenty of regionals. LE, yeah. But I like, look, it's a 47 gauge. I mean, this is now a skinny in the Habanos lineup.
Yep.
How's your draw?
Well, give us a moment. So this is not a re-release of a previous one done and just given a new number.
Tell you what, this is a release that comes on the back of the remarkable success of the Quai d'Orsay 50 and Quai d'Orsay 54. Really smart marketing by Habanos. Fun?
They're not bad
really
cigars.
Smart, yeah, really smart marketing. They've done a rebuild of Quai d'Orsay in terms of the marketing, etc. The 50 and the 54 have been brilliant, and now they thought they'd throw in an LE, and I think it's great marketing, and I think it provides tremendous hope for brands such as Sancho Panza, Diplomatico, La Gloria Cubana, Ramon Ayones, that they can. It's proven that they can do the same by doing a freshen up, and also then doing some freshen up in the marketing, but also putting together some really good cigars. People will buy them. What's your draw like, Ken?
Mine's firm.
Mine's good, which means yours is fine. So
I probably should take a tiny bit more off, but I'd rather move to that than do it at the beginning. Now, all your bitching about the lighting of cigars, I came across a whole heap of crap of cedar that the little cedary things that go on the top of the cigars.
Cedar strips.
Our first, well, they normally come in things, but you can tear them into strips. Our first trip to Cuba a million years ago, Macho and I went off, I don't know what you guys were doing, Macho and I went off back to the old Commodoro to the...
Was that with the girls?
Not at that stage. Oh dear. Oh, lovely girls. Then we went to lunch at Balahibi. That came up later. That was one of the funniest lunches I've ever had in my life. Oh, Macho, let's have some American wine. They don't have American wine here, Macho. Yeah, I'm sure they will. Turns out they did. We thought it was $7. It was $300 a bottle. We knocked off a heap.
I'm guessing you didn't pay.
I paid my share. God, in fact,
we've got to get back to cigars, right?
You brought it up. I was talking about
this.
cigars.
And I don't even think this story is for greater consumption, wider consumption.
Well, you brought it. I'm quite hard. It doesn't bother me. But what I was trying to say was, Macho and I went round to the cigar divan at the Commodoro, and the chap there was fantastic. That's where I bought my copy of Min on Knee that day. He insisted on lighting our cigars for us. It took 20 minutes or so before we were actually allowed to smoke them. But I always remember he insisted the only way to light a cigar was with cedar. Now, I've picked a day when the westerlies are blowing, so it's maybe a bit difficult, but I'm going to give it a crack.
40 knots out there.
Oh, I'm hanging on to by the skin of my teeth. But then, as you know, I'm not one to complain.
Well, while you try to light that, can I tell you that I have a tremendous dislike of anyone who starts the conversation, this is the only. You know, I hate people like that. I really do. This is the only way to light a cigar. This is the only way to drink wine. This is the only way to do this. This is the only way to do that. It is absolutely pompous.
This is the only way to dominate video.
Rant over.
Well, he may have not. I mean, Christ, it was 20-odd years ago. He may have actually said, this is the best way, or this is the way I prefer. I may be doing him a disservice. He may be dead now, for all I know. It was a long time ago.
He's probably in Miami running a car wash.
He's probably in government.
And doing very well.
Yeah.
We had a couple of mates there doing car washes. Anyway, I'm going to assume you can light that cigar by yourself. We can't see it. Your camera's all shitty. Jesus Christ, just get your act together. Yeah, that's perfect.
Now it's gone.
And that's how you do it, people. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Shall we watch it again? Hang on. The excitement's palpable. You know, we're all hoping you just drop it on you and just go up in flames. Oh, look at that. Class act. Oh, right.
Part of his reasoning was that the cedar doesn't allow any impurities, etc., with the flames to...
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. By the way, I love the outfit. That's good. I love the beanie. It's a good look. Looks like you're lighting it with a floorboard you just ripped up. You hobo. We'll be back with you at the end of the first third. Ken, first third.
Oh, look, I'm enjoying it. I probably haven't focused. We've been yakking on like ratbags, so I haven't really focused. But there's a bit of caramel for me, a little bit bready, some spices, maybe a tiny bit of
toast.
Yeah, and tiny bit of sort of citrus, lemon buttery characters, just as, in the background. But the caramel and the toast, the bready characters are forefront.
Just under medium bodied.
Yeah. Oh, mine's certainly under medium.
Yeah. Yeah, but that caramel and freshly buttered toast.
Freshly buttered toasts.
Toast.
Oh. Blame the internet. And enjoy your posts.
No, enjoyable.
And what are you drinking?
Oof, I'm off the piss this month. So yeah, I know.
Why?
It's the last drive. You know, I've been on this fitness kick for 6 months, so it's the last drive home. So the last mile. It's good.
So you'll be a tiny bit healthier physically and a lot worse off mentally for not being able to drink.
I've been hitting the bottle pretty heavily this last 2 months. So I could use this break.
You don't have to give it up entirely. You can always just do things in moderation.
Yeah, moderation's never been a strong point with me, Ken.
No.
Never.
Where are we? Hang on.
It's the screen in the middle.
Yeah, no, because it's split. It goes all wonky. This is another Shiraz gin. It's a big thing in Australia now, Shiraz gin. This is from the Seppelsfield guys down in the Barossa. It's, if you like the Four Pillars, that's slightly more elegant. This is a more bold, richer, riper style, just flavour out the wazoo. And it works nicely with cigars, I find, because it's just a little bit sweeter. It's the same with the Four Pillars. That sweetness that they get into it, that just works with cigars much more than just...
Yeah, but I love Shiraz gin. If you can find it, pick some up and try it. We'll be back with you at the end of the second third.
Hang on. The other thing we've got is that came back from Cube, maybe even that first trip. It's been around for a while. It's just about to find its way to the bin. Fabulous rum.
So we're not quite to the second third, but we're just admiring Ken's magnificent ash here. Ken, you can do it.
We are on. Yeah, see, look, when I'm not being hassled by whip crack, perfect, absolutely perfect ash. Slide rule perfect. And in doing the cleaning up, I found this thing under, I don't know where it came from, someone's very kind gift, the lovely ashtray.
I gave that to you.
Did you?
Yeah.
Very kind of you.
It's got class all over it, hasn't it? Surely you must have thought me.
It was a gift. Never occurred to me that you would have given me anything.
Well, let's do the second third while we're here. You say it's improved.
Oh, mine's improved. I'm getting more of that sort of caramel, but much more of the toastiness. So it's this lovely toasty caramel character now. It's very soft. It's well under medium, and it's nicely balanced. And the construction, I mean, that's just that ash. Whew, seriously.
It tastes like a Quai d'Orsay should taste. It's got a lovely Quai d'Orsay note to it. I can't fault it. That's good. This second third's been great.
And both the rum and the gin work very nicely with it. Especially that rum. That rum's got a bit of that caramel character as well. So the two of them just work superbly.
But so far, this has been impressive. It's built nicely throughout the cigar. You know,
the flavours are built, but the body, to me, has certainly not. It's still well under medium, and that's fine. I have no problem with that.
Lovely toasty aroma. You know,
the toast is what's really lifted. The caramel was always there, a little bit of toast to start with, but now there's more and more of that toast coming through.
Excellent. We'll be back with you at the end of the last third. Kenny, last third, the final third of the Quai d'Orsay Senadores. Again, your ashes is brilliant.
And I'm just putting it down into the
classy ashtray.
The Ayala ashtray.
Got Ellie Blue written all over it, that one.
All class. I'm a bit wary of your ashtrays. I mean, I used one once and I've never been allowed to forget it 10 years later.
That's because it was for sale in the shop when you used it. But anyway, let's keep going.
Minnie Smithy told me to use it.
Don't start. Don't start. Let's keep going. Give us a wrap up.
Lovely sort of low-key cigar. If you're looking for something that's, I mean, that lovely caramel and bready, toasty notes have gone right through. There's not a thing out of place. If you were looking for a good quality, above average cigar to smoke, when you're not really looking to get too cerebral about the whole thing, this would be absolutely perfect. That said, of course, LE's, it's not going to be cheap, so whether or not that fits into this is up to the individual. But I've enjoyed it, thoroughly enjoyed it.
I think it's got legs. I think that those elements of toast and honey and caramel will build over the years to come. I'm hoping they do anyway.
there used to be a saying about wine is you'd look at young wines and you think, oh, all the pieces are there, they've just got to come together. And people then started to think, well, you know, sometimes they never come together. If a wine's balanced when it's, if a wine's not balanced when it's young, it doesn't, or very, very rarely falls into balance later. And this reminds me of that, in that it's balanced as a young cigar. So to me, there's no reason that this won't go on and on for a long, long time.
I'm looking forward to seeing its evolution over a 3 to 5 year period. And Quai d'Orsay's got a great reputation as a brand, as a blend, as a DNA, which does age exceptionally well.
Have you seen many of these?
No, they've only just hit the market, domestic, last month. So not too many at all. But I've kept some aside for myself, so we can do some backup reviews in the years to come. I'm only going to give it a 92, though.
I'm 93, 94.
All right, so not far apart.
Yeah. I just think it's been such a lovely cigar.
Yeah. Look, I think well worthwhile pickup, to be honest. And
they're in 25s?
25s, they are, and I'll do some quarter packs as more and more stock comes in. But we haven't seen a lot of stock at this point, mostly because it's still a trickle of cigars coming out of Havana as of June, because there's no air freight flying in.
You'll do quarters or 6 packs or whatever, so you can keep the wackadoo boxes.
And I can flick the boxes and make a fortune, Ken. That's what we'll do. No. Who do you think I am? Good cigar, Ken. Good afternoon. Great discussion.
Monkey 47 are now selling empty bottles.
It's
for charity.
Next week, we got another cracking cigar next week. I can't remember what it is. But
Trinidad.
I did see that. Which is it?
Trinidad.
The new Trini.
Well, it's the only one I got left, so I'm assuming that's it.
Good stuff. I look forward to it. I'll have to look up my cheap notes. All great. To the rest of you, have a fantastic week. Hasta luego.